The brewery's most highly sought after beer, this Imperial Stout is aged into perfection in oak bourbon barrels. Look for this tasty treat to contain hints of bourbon and vanilla with roasted overtones that is sure to please any connoisseur's palate. Serve this beer at cellar temperature from a snifter glass and enjoy the expression of our passion for brewing. Sorry we ain't got a sifter, but we're still throwing down with the mugs.
Welcome back to the Tapping Out Show. My name is Jeremy. This is Matt. And we're doing Central Waters Brewers Reserve Bourbon Barrel Stout. This is actually an aged one. Cyprus for helping us get some, aged stuff. Most of aged beers will probably be stouts because they're trying to kill off all the hops by aging it and leaving it with just the malty goodness. This is definitely going to be more up my alley because this is actually considered a malt beverage and it's aged in bourbon barrels. So I don't think Matt's looking forward to this one. But with that said, a lot of these aged ones we've got are very sweet. You have to admit that. The ones that are aged 2 or 3 years actually have a pretty interesting taste to them.
Well, some of the real bourbon barrel beers that we've tried I like. Some of them are been a little bit too over the top. It really kind of depends on how they blend it all, how it turns out. It definitely looks pretty dark and muddy.
Black Death, Matt?
That's why I threw the muddy compliment in there, because it just looks a little...
It's creamy. You can see it kind of.
It's definitely really dark on the color spectrum there.
You can smell the bourbon.
You can't see through it. I can smell a little bit of bourbon. It's got a little bit of sweetness. It almost has like a sweet barbecue kind of smell to it. You know what's funny? I don't know how to distinguish that. Maybe it's burnt wood or something like that, but maybe it's like barbecue. But
I'm gonna say again, this is aged 2014. It's 2017. It's 3 years old.
Plus, you said something about vanilla.
Right. So I want to say that the barbecue burnt taste that you have is the mix between the barrel, vanilla, and the fact that it's all the hops have basically died from this. Like it's when they age these stouts, they're looking for that particular taste. And with the higher alcohol, see, now you completely ruined it for me because now all I smell is the charred wood.
Well, it's not even barbecue. Let's just say more like bonfire. It just smells like that good burnt, wood kind of flavor to it.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Ooh. Okay.
I don't think it's that bad actually compared to that for the alcohol content.
No.
For the bourbon, it's been aged, I think, which actually has helped out.
I'm gonna say that I taste a lot more of the bourbon than anything else, which is not necessarily a bad thing if you're looking for bourbon barrel aged beer, but it was a little stronger than I expected the taste to be for something that's a stout, vanilla, and that kind of an alcohol content.
Well, we did get it aged, so there's nothing to really compare it against than its original form. But I would say it's good. It's bourbon. It's strong on the bourbon taste, but not as strong as some of the ones I thought that were a little over the top.
Okay.
I wouldn't consider this over the top, I guess.
No, I don't either. I'm gonna say that
it's definitely a strong bourbon. Like if you don't like bourbon, I mean, of course you're gonna get a bourbon barrel aged beer if you don't like bourbon taste. But
right,
it's strong on the bourbon taste, but not like some beers we tried where it's almost annoying
Or fake.
or even fake, which is more
Common.
is because of the hype behind bourbon barrel right now. But it's definitely good. It's strong on the bourbon barrel age, so I mean, if you're not really into that, if you want a hint of that, this isn't that beer.
I'm gonna say this: for the alcohol content, for the taste, it's a little strong in the taste because we've had things that are way higher in alcohol, bourbon barreled, and imperial that taste similar with a higher alcohol content. So for that, I give it more of a rating towards, I'm going to still put it in the 4 out of 5 category, but more like 4.25. Usually I put it a little bit higher, but this one to me just has a little bit, I wouldn't say more flavor of the bourbon than it does the beer. But then again, it's aged.
This is just definitely a connoisseur's beer.
Okay.
It's definitely the flavor for the guy that wants the flavor.
Yeah.
I like this. I like the flavor in it. It's got a lot of bourbon. I would give it a 4. That's just my personal opinion. I would say you really have to try it to give it your own level opinion because it's going to depend on what you think on taste. There's a lot of connoisseurs out there that might give it a lot higher number or lower number depending on, how it's hitting on what they like. But I would definitely say they nailed it on the bourbon barrel aging. They did a really good job because we've had a lot of bourbon barrel beers.
Like I said, we're doing it more on the 4.25 out of 5. Not saying that it's bad, not saying that it's good, because technically 4 out of 5 is still a great rating.
I would say anything that hits 4 out of 5, above 4 or above out of 5 is going to be something that's going to be good, right?
Yeah. Besides that, we're going to finish these up. If you want to hit us up, want us to try something else from this brewery, because it's the first beer that we've had, or anything similar, social media, all one word, Tapping Out Show, this way. And also, you can hit us up via email, and it's info@tappingoutshow.com. Let us know. You guys have a good night. Cheers.